The other day, I was working on something, and someone had something I had posted, and someone mentioned something like, stop searching for the ultimate indicator or something and learn how the market works. And that's actually probably pretty good advice, but it makes an assumption. Assumption, at least in my case, is wrong. One of the reasons why I like MetaTrader is because you have the ability to figure out how the market works, or at least parts of it. Let me do this. This is the AUD USD monthly chart. Suppose I would ask you we'll start with the monthly. That'll make it easy on you. It won't make it any harder on me, but it will make it easier on you. Start with the monthly. Any monthly chart, like Onanta has, don't get some wild something, but any of these right here, any of these pairs. Just choose one. Erase everything, make it a blank chart. That's to make it easier on you. Then don't use the AUD USD, any other chart, unless you want to use AUD USD. Then, just so you'll know that this isn't no parlor trick here, put on the fractals. It's in the platform. It's nothing that I have any control over. It's in the platform. Bill Williams fractals. Go through there, count all the ups, and then count all the downs. Look and see how many bars you have. Now, keep in mind, I haven't asked you what pair you're looking at. I'm not even going to ask you how many bars you have. But have a realistic amount. Like in the case here, the AUD USD monthly chart, I have 225. So, have a couple hundred. Somewhere around that. So, blank chart of your choice, monthly. That's for your benefit, and you'll understand that in a minute. Count the fractals, and let's just say you had 20 of them or something. Divide that number into how many bars. I bet you I can tell you that number. And of course, you probably think I can't. I didn't ask you to pair. I didn't ask you how many bars, but I can tell you that number. So do this. Take another pair. Any other pair. Any pair. Doesn't matter to me. Monthly chart. Blanket, so it's easy to count the bars. Now, of course, we could write an indicator. It's one of the things I do. We could write an indicator that would count every one of these and could do everything that we're talking about in seconds for every pair on every time frame in seconds. So now you got another pair. Monthly chart. Count the fractals, the ups. Divide that into however many bars you got. I bet you I can tell you that number. Now, you're probably a little bit suspicious. So let's flip it around. I am going to open a chart. AUD JPY. I don't care what chart it is. Blank. We'll put the fractals on there. I'm not going to tell you how many bars. I shouldn't even told you to pair, but I will tell you to pair. Now, you tell me the number. And you can do it, can't you? Let's make it a little harder. Not on me. A little harder on you. Let's go to the weekly chart. Same thing. Count every single fractal. Now, I know you're not going to do it. But we could write an indicator that could. Count every single one of them. Divide that number into the number of bars. I bet you I can tell you that number. Let's make it even worse on you. Not going to be any harder on me. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Now how many you got to count? Of course you're not going to count that. That's why we write indicators. That's why we write scripts, to do this data mining for us. So we're not really searching for something. We're trying to understand the market. And in this case, 15-minute, let's see how many. Let's see here, tools, history, 26,000 bars, 26,000 and something. So let's just say I added up every single up fractal and divided it into 26,000 bars. I bet you can tell me that number. Fractals is included in the platform. It's nothing that I have any control over. So you think that's a odd occurrence? Let's try something else. Put the PSAR on there. Let's just say, I like using the PSAR. It doesn't matter. You know, it does not matter. But I like using the PSAR, like I'd said before. 01. That one. Now here again, I've written all kinds of, let's go back up to the monthly to make it easy on you. It's not going to make it any easier on me. I already know. We could write indicators, make these here lime and those red. We could count them. We could do anything we wanted. Count all the PSARs, divide it into bars. Bet you I can tell you that number. Go to the weekly chart. Bet you I can tell you that number. Get you another pair. Try another pair. Try the daily. Try the weekly. Bet you by now you could tell me that number. So you see, that's why I do all my scripts in the code, is to understand the market. Now you might say, well, what's the point? If you think about it for a while, you will see the point. And the point is, just like in that other thread on AnyVid site, what follows a red 14? If you think about that, you'll see the point. And you'll also understand, at least from my mind, why I'm not necessarily searching for the ultimate anything. I've pretty much already made my mind up on that. I just like understanding how the market works. MetaTrader makes it easy. Code makes it easy. And I bet you, if I put the AUD, NZD, the monthly chart, and I put the fractals on here, and I divided the fractals into the number of bars in this chart. I'm not telling you the number of bars. I didn't even really have to tell you the AUD, did I? Now, you could tell me that number. And that's the reason.